Hi, Bob. Today's show is going to be devoted to cooking steaks. Now, I understand that my approach to cooking steaks and yours differs slightly. The main difference is that mine works. Now, what we've got today is a couple of ribeyes, and you'll note that they are about 1.25 inches thick. So what we're going to do is cook them for 5 minutes aside, 5 minutes on very high heat. And what my lovely and talented sous chef Trish has already done is done a little sprinkling of olive oil on either side, and then added Montreal steak spice. And the other important aspect to this first stage of things is that the steaks have been allowed to reach room temperature. They've been sitting out in the room for about 2 hours. Yes, we've been kind of dragging this out a bit. All right, so we're going to pause now, and I'll take you out and show you what's coming up next. Right, you'll see that the barbecue is really well and truly heated up. It's on past 700 degrees Fahrenheit, right buried, which in Celsius is damn hot. Now, we're going to put these suckers on. What I've done already ahead of time is I've treated the grill by greasing it up with a little pan. What you can another approach, and if my lovely and talented camera person will poke down here a bit, the other approach is to preheat your grill and cut off just a little bit of fat and get tongs and grease the grill with the tongs. So like, you don't want the steak sticking to it, right? So here we go. And on this very, very hot grill, we're going to quickly shove these ribeyes on. That is hot. And you'll note that the time is just a few minutes, well, it's about 3 minutes past 1 o'clock. Well, the clock isn't working, so it's a bad example. But anyway, really let's have a look at this. It's it's about 12 minutes after 8. Can we see that?
No, I don't think so.
No? Well, it is, trust me, 12 minutes after 8. So we're going to stop recording now, and we'll pick this up in a moment. I can trim this after. Right, so they've been on the queue for 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, real hot. So hot, actually, that the handle, you see where the attachment, the handle melted melted off and fell off. But that's a minor side effect of my approach. Now, look at these things. They're really going good, and we're just going to flip them once, all right? And, oh, they're looking charred up nicely. But the nice thing is, the inside of these things, because we're going fast, that the insides are going to be tender. And look at that needle, it's still buried. All right, yeah. All right, just a few more minutes. And like I said, we're going to flip them only the once. So stay tuned, and we'll show you what it ends up looking like. On for a total of about 9 minutes. Through about 4 minutes the second, 5 minutes the first side. And then we let them sit for about 4 or 5 minutes on the plates after taking them off the grill, because the cooking process finishes up. And let me show you what's happened here with, like I say, about 9 minutes of cooking time on these 1.25 inch beauties. Look at that, medium rare. I hope you can see that. I'm certainly going to taste it in a moment, as is my lovely and talented camera person and sous chef Trish. So cheers. Bob's your uncle, and
cheers.
In fact, Bob is you. Good night.